One year at Spa, for example, he was leading the race when his gearbox started to let go. 160 miles an hour in the wet with one hand on the steering wheel and the other holding the gear lever in place. And he still won by nearly 5 minutes.
For me, my goal will be part of the story of bringing McLaren back to where they were several years ago.
Zach has everything he wants. From a driver perspective, 2 young future world champions, but the worry is he doesn't have the car.
McLaren are world champions of 2024. They win the Constructors' title for the first time since 1998.
This year has to be the comeback. I'm trying to take back the championship that was taken from me. You readjust, you realign, you accept the reality in which you're faced with, and you get on with the job.
It's all the time in my mind because I'm very aware of the dangers that we are exposed to doing.
Do you think that fear will one day cause your retirement?
It could.
We've lost arguably the greatest talent of his generation. After a high-speed crash at Tamburello, Ayrton Senna is dead.
I cannot expect anything but love from anyone but me. And I cannot respect any nigga trying to take the shit from me.
Perché questa è una gara da predestinato! Il predestinato vince il Gran Premio d'Italia!
Every black kid in the world will at some stage experience racism. It's just a fact. When you're told to go back to your own country, when you're in your own country, and that needs to change. People probably won't know that I grew up like on my dad's couch, so I know how hard it was. Then on top of that, that other struggle with acceptance and not fitting in has all bubbled up into, you know, created the beast, I guess, that you see on the track.
Monaco, I think, is the trickiest track of all because as a driver you have no rooms for mistake, and it is also my home race.
In 2017, Charles Leclerc lost his father, and in his final days, he told his father a white lie, that he'd made it to Formula One, that he'd signed the contract. It wasn't true then, but his driving has made it true now, and look what he's done with the opportunity. Charles Leclerc wins the Monaco Grand Prix.
Ross Brown took the team on the last moment. They have no money, so it's a time to show that the car is competitive, so they just remove the weight of the car.
As if we're going to be 2 seconds faster than everybody. And they're like, okay, we've checked the numbers, we're still 2 seconds faster than everybody.
When we finally closed the deal, I gave £1 to the Honda executive to formalise the deal. And I know he still has it.
Do you have the £1?
Yes.
Years old, Max, and you're here at the FIA end of season prize giving gala. Now, you know you're not a world champion yet, but you probably will be one day. Have you even thought about that?
Well, I hope so, at least. I mean, it's always difficult to know, but I just try to do my best on track, and then we'll see where we end up.
Just finally, what's your biggest achievement? What do you want to achieve in your dreams the most?
Win world championships, but I think everybody wants that.
How many?
The record is 7, so...
Are you ready to go and win a championship if the car is there?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel ready. Everybody in the team so motivated, and I feel that these years sort of been trial and error. But every time we've had a chance to win, we've won, and that's what gives me the optimism that if we do have the car, we can achieve it.
George Russell, after winning the sprint yesterday, wins the Sao Paulo Grand Prix on a Sunday.
The build up to this day has been months and months and months. It felt so new, and I remember putting my suit on, getting into the cockpit, and just excitement that I had was very reminiscent of maybe the first time that I got to step in a Formula 1 car. I've always imagined what it would be like sitting in the cockpit surrounded by red.
Sono felice di iniziare questa nuova avventura con voi in Ferrari. Sono molto emozionato. I'm just trying to tell you how I feel, tell you how I feel. I've been on 20 too much, but turn down, turn down.
Let's be financially responsible. I can't stop winning.
So where are you now that I need you? Where are you now that I need you?
Who's that? He's new. Some German. Austrian. He's been here since 5 a.m. walking the track. Hey, Eschel. It was my line. I had that corner.
You mean the one that you spun out of and finished facing the other way? I think that corner had you.
It's terrible. Drives like a pig.
Oh, you can't see that.
Why not?
It's a Ferrari.
It's a shitbox. What was Regazzoni's time?
1:53.
Okay, now put him in my car and he go round 2 seconds faster.
Hi, I'm Lewis Hamilton, and I race for Scuderia Ferrari HP. Much easier.
It's only been 16 days since Carlos had emergency surgery.
Breaking news. Carlos Sainz has been diagnosed with an appendicitis.
He's gonna miss the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. It's not a good situation at the moment. In the first week, I couldn't pretty much walk or get out of bed by myself.
What a comeback! A Ferrari 1-2! Carlos Sainz, who wins the Australian Grand Prix!
Are you the best British driver on the current Formula 1 grid?
Yes.
Who is the best then?
Lewis. I'm in the worst position I could possibly be in right now. If there's any driver I don't want behind me, it's Lewis.
There just never feels like a time where I'm not going to be a Mercedes driver.
Lewis decides he's leaving Mercedes.
Hamilton will end his F1 career wearing a red suit.
After 12 years being part of the team, tells me I'm going to Ferrari. Really? I can't even picture you in a red overall. How does that even fit? What came as a surprise was the timing. Why would he do that now?
Lovely, huh?
Lando, great win for him. Max is a winner. He just comes to win. Everything else is a failure. I would, I'd have a meltdown. I would be in a bad place right now. but I don't think he reacts like most drivers do. He will come back fighting.
A defining drive back to Grand Prix victory.
You know what that is? Simply lovely.
You have moved from McLaren to Mercedes. Is that not a bit like moving from Manchester United to West Ham?
These drivers are absolutely freaking ridiculously stupid.
Why do you think you're so magnetic to the stewards? Why do you think that you obviously feel that you're being targeted?
Maybe it's because I'm black.